Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our second best of two series underway, CIS versus DT. This draft is already getting started. We got a little late getting into the lobby there, so I think we should just hop into the draft. What do you think, Merlini?
Let's hop right in. We have CIS game versus Dream Time.
We got to do this thing. Let's just get in there. All right.
Dark Templars versus CIS game.
The Dark Templars? DT?
I always call them Dark Templars.
The Dark Templars. Yeah.
I don't think of anything else when I hear DT.
You strike me as the kind of guy that would build Dark Templars.
Nah, not
Were
so
you a
much.
Protoss player?
I'm a Zerg player.
Oh, okay.
I played Protoss in a
Brood
C1.
War? Oh, I've always played Protoss. I tried Terran a little bit in Brood War, but I didn't like it.
So off to this game, we have another best of two, the last best of two for today, and this will be the second of 3 days of best of twos in the round robin for the Chinese Starladder qualifiers, or Asia. I don't know which one it is, but somewhere
China.
over there on the Eastern Hemisphere. And this is very 6.78-ish-esque too, with the Bat Rider pickup, with the Alchemist, and the Darkseer too. So maybe going back to some Wombo Gumbo on Dream Time.
Yeah, now the Darkseer we've seen a little bit here and there, but seeing him second picked is rather interesting. We've seen him mostly as like a fourth pick, usually fifth pick. So that makes me think the Dream Time, have something up their sleeve. It will almost certainly be a support Alchemist. That's what they were running yesterday.
Dream Time is a weird name.
Dream Time? It's Dream Time.
It's time to dream.
It is kind of.
I thought it was gonna be Dream Team.
I thought it was Dream Team. I think I said it was Dream Team earlier. It's Dream Time. I misspoke. I remembered it as Dream Team.
It's like, I don't know.
And CIS is confusing as well because people were asking yesterday if this was Chinese Dota versus CIS Dota, and it's not. I'm sure it stands for something else, but maybe
Commonwealth of Independent States.
Game. Yeah, maybe Tusky will help us out again.
I don't know. Yeah, Tusky knows everything.
He does. Well,
Shout out to Tusky.
This is his turf. Tusky #1.
See, everyone's tagged up and stuff too. It's really nice.
Dude, he was in that lobby. We had like 2 minutes ago. He was
dropping the hammer.
Oh, dude, he was dropping the hammer. They got in here and he asked if we were ready to go, and I said, Tusky. I almost called him Husky. I said, Tusky, we're good to go. You better do it to it, buddy. Well, smiley face.
Looking at this draft, we see some slightly unusual bans with the AA, and we will see another Tusk pickup. This is what NE used last game.
Yeah, these teams like them some Tusk, and last game it worked pretty well. I imagine it'll be a similar role based on how these picks are set up. Probably Bat Rider mid, off-lane Nature's Prophet, Rubik Tusk as your supports, and then some sort of a carry.
It could also be Tusk carry, Nature's Prophet off, Bat Rider Rubik, or Bat Rider jungle Rubik support. So the lanes are slightly flexible. They could also do Tusk mid, but I don't think Chinese do Tusk mid. They generally play like pretty safe.
Is Tusk mid that strong? Because
it's okay. It depends on who you're against.
Even North American teams, they usually run Tusk in like a safe lane role or an off lane role. But
the CIS teams did it.
They like Tusk mid.
They don't like it. They've done it.
But they've done it. Okay.
They've done it. It's all right. You can put out some early aggression though. Like level 6 is almost a guaranteed kill in the side lanes. So
yeah, that's true. Now, we will see a fourth pick from Dream Time that I will take the liberty of saying does not have the Merlini seal of approval, nor the Zyori seal of approval.
It has a seal of disapproval.
The seal of why. We've talked a lot about Morphling. I've tweeted about Morphling. I've gotten rage tweets about Morphling. I don't know what else to say about this hero. I still think...
I want to look up his stats.
Do it. You know what? Dat Dota that, John.
Dat Dota.com. Heroes, stats.
Let's see. Before I say that he's dumpster tier, let's get some data here to support our claims.
Okay.
Search.
Morphling.
Okay, there you go. Or you could just do that.
Okay, here we go. Submit.
Stick.
Wait, I need to get a patch. 6.80.
6.80.
40.9% win rate.
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty terrible.
And a 44 sample as well. He is.
That's pretty large.
18 and 26. That's large enough.
He's
that
very
I'm
large
okay with
GPM too. 513 is very high, I think, as a carry.
So what does that tell us? That means Morphling's okay at farming. People give him space, and then he translates that farm into losing.
Okay, what about like lowest win rate heroes with like at least? I don't know. I want to see some low win rate heroes.
That's just how many entries. That's not the.
I know.
So just sort by.
Oh, he is really.
He's garbage. His win rate is on par with. Oh wait, no, that's all patches.
Yeah, let me get the 6.80. So we need a larger sample.
His win rate's on.
Can you do like at least many games?
No, but just scroll down a little bit more, and we can see he's on par with like.
Reserve time.
other crappy heroes. This is hard to read. Not a good way to sort it.
This isn't a good way. But he's very low on the
He's
terms
bad.
of 1%.
He's bad. There's data to support. There's some actual empirical data in front of us, Merlin.
Wow, Gyrocopter's 38% win rate. So he's actually
on this patch.
a somewhat better carry than Gyro.
With a similar sample, too. Out of 49 games, Gyrocopter is 19 and 30.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Damn.
interesting. Anyways.
I guess Gyrocopter's not so good in 6.8.
I like the hero. Well,
I like him, too.
We see a Klink's last pick from CIS, so they... Where's Klink's going to go? Is he going to go safely? Are they doing double roam? What is going on here? You said it was going to be Batrider mid, and that seems like the most likely possibility with a dual roam.
Now, if I remember correctly from yesterday, based on these players' names, I think Inflame is the off-lane player. So it will probably be an off-lane Nature's Prophet. I'm trying to remember the other names.
Well, look at Dreamtime's lineup. It's very easy to predict.
Yeah.
Air mid on the puck, off-lane Darkseer, and Visage Morphling out safe lane. Morphling, very difficult hero to offlane with. That's another reason why I don't like him. It makes your lanes very, very predictable.
Mm-hmm.
It's
He's
kind of
not
like
a flex pick.
He's not a flex
He's
pick.
the opposite of a flex pick. Rigid pick.
Rigid pick.
He's a rigid pick.
He's the pigeonhole your team into one lane, one laning potential pick. But
Yeah.
it's like, why would you ever pick Morphling over a Spectre? I would like Spectre in like every situation I would like. You would put a Morphling, I would prefer Spectre. Every single one. Split push, he's better.
Okay.
Late game, he's better. Early game fighting, he's better. He's okay in lane.
I would say the only thing Morphling does better is if you use the ultimate to try and bait things out. I mean, you can do really crafty things with Replicate. That's the one thing that he does.
Why do you
bring
need to
the
do
table.
crafty stuff with Replicate though when you can just straight up tank it with Dispersion though? You don't need finesse.
I'm trying really hard to argue in favor of Morphling to make this a conversation.
You
but
have
it's a struggle.
You don't like. You can
The
use
struggle
Replicate.
is
You can
real.
use cool stuff for Replicate, right? You can tank stuff, but you can just tank with Replicate.
Yeah.
Or you can tank with Dispersion. You can try and gank people with it, but you can also gank with Haunt. Like
Yeah.
you can escape, but you can just escape with Spectral Dagger. Like Spectre is just much better
Yeah.
than he is.
You know, we need to start doing post-game interviews so we can ask people, why are you picking Morphling? What does he bring to... Because teams obviously like him. And it's not just region-based. I mean, we saw it in the
we don't
American
need to
qualifiers.
ask. They just think he's good, and he's not good.
That's it? They just... a classic case of just confusion?
I think so. He
Didn't read the patch notes? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Well, some players like really like playing certain heroes. Like Korok was a really good Morphling, and if you have a really good Morphling player, then like maybe you can. But like the Morphlings I've seen, they've just been decent. They've been average. Like you had to have a spectacular Morphling player to make him shine.
Yeah. That one game, I forget which matchup it was, but there was that one game in particular where Morphling had the best environment possible, absolute free farm, nobody harassed him, and he still couldn't translate all of that farm into anything resembling
A victory.
a victory. Yeah.
You need that big W, and Morphling does not get the big Ws. It's all about the wins, man. Doesn't matter about your record, your GPM, or not your record, your GPM, your kill score. Doesn't matter. It's all about the wins.
Yeah, that's true. Very, very.
He
true.
does not bust out the wins. Well, look at this Alchemist set. Those blades are friggin' ridiculous. Redonkadonk, man.
Whoa, I've never seen this.
It's
set.
it's the Alliance set.
The formed alloy blades, the rare honored blades, the Alliance Pro gear.
Dude, those shoulder pads are massive too.
Dude, this guy, I've actually never seen anyone use this set.
That's pretty
before.
cool.
That's
Well,
awesome.
we see a lot of people running around. We may actually see an early engagement on the Alchemist since he is sitting. Let's see, this Observer Ward Scouts right here. So it looks like Puck will be the first one in vision. Alchemist is the second one in vision, but they will see the Treant, so they will know that they are scouted out. But no one will run into Tusk and the Kill Crew. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be roaming. Like, the thing I like about Klinks is that you can leave him alone, but at the same time, the thing I don't like about Klinks is he's not great in tri-lanes. So if they actually match tri-lane versus tri-lane, you can't actually fare that well. But if it's just a 3-on-1 situation, he can crush this solo hero. And then your two supports can roam, and they can get a kill on mid with a Batrider, a very aggressive mid, or even on bottom lane. They have the Nature's Prophet 2 TP with that early extended aggression. Looks like Darkseid will get an easy level 2 with this Ion Shell. I see 1 Sentry Ward, but it is on the side of the Radiant. Rubik has 2 Sentry Wards, and I believe they actually saw him pick up the rune too. But with 3 people up top, you should never ever let them get the rune. I don't know why this happened, especially since they have Observer Ward here and here.
Yeah. That's a really good point. Oh, this sentry actually will counter this ward here. Our Darkseer hasn't realized it yet, or if he has, he doesn't want to walk into the danger zone, but they will be able to clear out that observer. Let's talk about these lanes a little, though. Introduce our rosters. On the Radiant side, we do have Team DT, XDD on the position 1 Morphling here in the safe lane, Super playing on the support Visage down bottom, and also Alchemist will be supporting, being played by Dreamy U. In the mid, Air on the solo mid Puck, and in July, the off-lane player for DT on the Darkseer here.
Yep, and on the other side, we have Team Dreamtime, DT Dreamy U.
That would be the team I just introduced.
Oh, you did? I thought you introduced the other team. Oh my goodness.
No.
Okay, so we have CIS. I'm really bad at that. you need to tell me. And Merlini introducing the Dire team.
All right, I'll set it up.
We
for
have.
a little bit.
Okay, we have Inflame on the Nature's Prophet, who's off lane. Looks like he is about to hit level 2. I'm like, what, 3 for 4?
It's becoming a thing.
3 for 5.
It's happened that much. It's becoming a thing.
June on the Clinks, Ayo on the Tusk, Oli on the Rubik, and Demons on the Batrider.
Yep.
Well,
So
I've never seen this courier. Have you?
the Dire one.
Yeah.
Whoa. No, what is a little mushroom carrying a bag?
And his name too.
Yeah, I had no idea what his name is.
I was playing with someone 2 days ago, and have you seen the Beaver courier?
The Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Justin Bieber.
I've never seen it in game, but I've seen it on, like, I've seen screenshots of it. That was a very controversial courier, man. I remember reading the Reddit threads about that one.
Justin Bieber. He's so funny.
Yeah. Didn't they change the name though? It's not. Is it still Justin Bieber?
I don't know.
They did something. I think they either changed the name or the graphic.
Have you seen the Office episode?
Which Office?
Where the one he's talking about that are trying to pull a prank on Dwight?
That's like every episode.
No, they're like, well, anyways, sorry, they're trying. Jim is trying to pull a prank on Dwight. He's like, oh, we should buy him. We have like tickets for Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber, and he's like, oh, that's cool. He's like, who's Justice Bieber?
Oh.
Anyways, I watched the first one in mid.
I saw it. Yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah, easy peasy indeed. So Dreamtime is actually our favorites coming into this. They are 70-30 favorites on Dota 2 Lounge, and that's pretty heavily favored. But you do have to remember that this is a best of 2, so people tend to bet even more on the favorites in a best of 2.
Yes, and yesterday DT did actually win both their games, so they have the best record in this round robin right now. They are the only undefeated team as of this current moment. So we've got some numbers.
Yeah,
Numbers.
I'm watching Demons in mid, and he tried to put a lot of pressure on Air, but he's just feeding him magic 6 charges. He did just use his stick of 10. Now he's back to 3, and he did use his orb offensively, but I do not think that Demon will be able to get a kill, especially considering he already died once.
Yeah, and Puck is off to a good start here. 14-6 against the 9-3 Batrider.
Look at this Alk. He's playing crafty.
Oh, hey, he's all hiding in the trees. How do you feel about support Alchemist right now?
It's decent.
It's decent.
It's like
just middle of the road.
6.5 out of 10. Well, it's
Okay.
middle of the road for good supports.
Right.
It's not middle of the road. It's just plain supports. It's good supports.
Oh, Air will orb back as he takes a little bit of that fire.
I think
wrath.
where it really shines is minus armor strats and on against Roshan too. Like if you don't have any minus armor, then you shouldn't pick him. Like
Yeah.
there's generally better supports now. He was really good in 6.79, but post patch he's just he's not imbalanced.
Yeah, he's just okay. It's sort of now that they've sort of fixed his concoction. It really makes I at least didn't realize in 6.79 how good it was. It just felt like
It was ridiculous.
like it just felt
good.
powerful. Like yeah, Alchemist is pretty good. And now that you see like how it's supposed to work, you're just like, oh, it was insane. It was not fair before.
It was.
I should have been playing Alchemist that whole time. What was I
People
thinking?
were. It's like
People were. That was his strategy. Just
it
pick
was
Alchemist.
almost as bad as the Earth Spirit. But looking at Morphling, he is our CS leader right now, 24-15, coming under no pressure on bottom. He has switched down to 15 strength, 48 agility. So he is in free farm heaven right now. And this is one thing I think he's really good at is just free farming a lane because he has insane damage if you can just get away with having 500 HP, which he is right now. He's also gone early boot, so not sure if he's going to go for Midas, Lincolns, Manta yet. Looking at this game, I think he needs some sort of survivability. Manta is decent too. They don't really have a good way of popping it. But I think Lincoln's is actually really good for Batrider. Looks like an initiate on Darkseer. Oh, he just like... He like ran like out and then back into the frost shards, but yeah, I mean, Tuss is just doing so much work too. His frost shards are really good if you don't have a good way to escape. No leap, no blink, no phase shift, no firefly, then it's pretty ownage.
Yeah. I caught the very tail end of that. I was watching Puck in the jungle. I thought he might be able to secure a kill in the Nature's Prophet, but unfortunately didn't have Dream Coil. I think if he was 6, he would have been able to pick up at least 1 kill there, but...
Oh, he just uses Orb. Looks like we may see a kill, but he only has 2 seconds of Napalm. I don't think he can do this.
Yeah, and he still has 5 wand charges.
I don't actually know how we got out-leveled, because he died, the Bat Rider.
Oh, down bottom, Inflame taking a lot of damage as they wrap around the tower. Alchemist doing some work. Morphling gets a kill on the board. And that makes it 2-1. So Nature's Prophet gets punished for returning to lane. I think it's because Puck was just roaming in the jungle. Puck was all up here, and he saw the Bat Rider and Nature's Prophet killing sharing some jungle farm. And Bat Rider got experience from killing a double or triple
This
stack.
is clever, trying to go from uphill, but at the same time, can you really kill a Puck? If he sees it coming, he'll just phase shift right as soon as it's about to hit, then he'll silence and then waiting illusory orb away. So this is going to be a pretty low probability kill, also considering he's standing on the right side. So there's absolutely no chance of a snowball. They'll have to be able to lasso him to the left into a snowball. That's about their only chance for a kill right now. Looks like they are wasting a lot of time. They have given up on the jig.
Yeah, the jig.
The jig is up.
An interesting idea right there, though. You can see Tusk.
Yeah, that was
a lot of potential. I like that Tusk is starting to get a little bit of love. He's a cool hero.
He's a cool hero.
I like his kit. I like him as a support.
You know what? I would like to see a scepter buff for him. I don't know how, but it would be awesome. Like a AoE wall with punch or something like that.
That would be insane. I think it's something cool though, not just more damage. Something a little more creative.
Ice Shards is now on a 5-second cooldown. That would be cool.
That's cool. That would be awesome.
Well, it's 5-second duration. I guess that'd be 2 rounds. Anyways, I would like to see a scepter upgrade on them. Anyways, we see a frost shards.
Bat Rider. He grabs the Alchemist there. Alch will stun himself in the tower. The snowball in. Great timing on the Bat Rider.
That was greedy by him. What he tried to do was, it looks like the Tusk might die.
No, Nature's Prophet finishes off the Visage. Now XDD, he's in some trouble. Gets caught in the Sprout. Telekinesis.
Wow, that was greedy.
Yeah.
Greed is not good for him. But the Alchemist got really greedy too. Instead of he was facing the Tusk. He could have stunned him, but instead he tries to turn around with Napalm on him into a Bat Rider who was Firefly in the trees in the fog. So then he just stuns himself. It's an easy kill. If he turns around and stuns a Tusk, at least he can get some return damage, and he probably would have gotten an easy kill after that. So Alchemist with not so great target selection there, and the score is 4-2 in favor of the CIS. And looking at the gold graph, it's only about a 600 gold lead for the Radiant right now.
But 1,000 experience advantage going the way of the Dire. Klinks is doing very well. He was leading the net worth for a moment there, but Morphling's still topping the charts. Klinks did go Power Treads first after the Basilius. Another Sage Mask working towards the Orchid, no doubt about that. And doing pretty darn well. In the mid, still reasonably even as well. Air sitting about 3.4k against the 3.1 at Bat Rider. Not too much to report on. Everybody...
How was the CIS game yesterday? You said DT won. How did CIS perform?
Well, let's take a look here. CIS, they went 1-1 against NE yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So
was that a close series?
That was the first series.
Oh, we see a Surge Alchemist going in on top, but he does not have a reveal. Instead, it is just on Visage. He drops a Sentry Ward, but it's a little late.
Tusk was looking to capitalize there. Throws the Ice Shards, but Visage did intercept it, so... Nice play by Super. I don't know if that was intentional, but does help keep his buddy alive. The bottom tier 1 tower did fall. Rubik actually denied it, but now Morphling has a little more room in this lane. And there goes Google Chrome. Crashes once again. But yeah, it was the first series yesterday, and it was definitely a little bit more a closer series. They're all running together. I think the second series was the one that was a really long first game, and then the second one was a blowout. But the first series was definitely a lot more even. I mean, it was 1-1, so.
There's the Midas up on the Nature's Prophet. Pretty good timing. 10 minutes in, and he died once. So, not bad at all. Looks like Air is closing in on that Blink Dagger, though. 1,900 gold to his name. Checking the Bat Rider on the opposite side of the river. He already has his Blink Dagger, so he is looking to get a kill. He does not smoke out yet. It's very, very typical for Bat Riders to smoke as soon as they get their Blink for an almost guaranteed kill.
Yeah, and Tusk is looking to capitalize on that. 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 Tusk is looking to capitalize on that Yeah, great timing on that Blink Dagger. He's recovered well after falling to that early gank. Thought he may struggle a little bit, but he's just moved into the jungle. He's now level 9, still up against the puck, and that's
He should be getting a kill though, not farming. I don't know why he's farming the jungle right now, because now he uses Firefly, so he can't gank for like another 40 seconds. They need to just smoke and gank like the puck in mid right before he gets his Blink Dagger. If he had that right now, puck's Blink Dagger would be delayed by another couple minutes. That's a lot of space created for
they don't even have
a little bit of effort.
The only person with the smoke right now is Tusk on the Dire side. Bat Rider will rotate up, so they may opt to smoke up here, but you're right. A gank on puck would be so valuable, and now he basically has the blink. Yeah, gets one more creep kill, and that Blink Dagger will be on the way, so you can scratch that off the docket. And also a double damage rune in the bottle of puck. So there will be another disparity, and that is a mechanism, Darkseer. That will be his first item of choice, and he's pretty darn close. He's got the 2 core pieces and about halfway to the recipe, a little bit less, but he will have it before too long, and no one even beginning construction of a mech on the Dire side. So DT will have a great window of opportunity for a nice little bout of team fighting here.
But Klink's almost has his Orchid. He's closing in on his second Oblivion Staff.
Yeah. Wow, he's closer than I thought. He's got the first Oblivion Staff up, Robe of the Magi, and another 1,000 gold to spare. Yeah, that's pretty scary.
Very
unusual. Will be more mobile.
It's very unusual for people to pick up the Robe of the Magi before the other pieces. Usually you either get the Sobi Mask first or the Quarterstaff. Quarterstaff is the most expensive, so that's why you would pick it up. Sobi Mask gives you a lot of regen because you're usually just static farming in lane.
And there's the smoke on Bat, yeah.
Yep, here it goes. It's
Why did they change the name from Sobi Mask to Sage?
I have no idea.
That's a weird one.
Sobi might be of some Blizzard crap.
Sobi? Yeah, I never knew what Sobi meant, like why that was significant for that.
Well, it was an item, right?
It was like an item in Warcraft 3 that you could buy?
It was an it was an item. It was in the ladder.
Dota made
It's like remember drums were ancient Django of endurance, and they don't have that anymore. And a lot of the auras names have changed too. So I don't think like any item that apparently you can't use those.
Yeah, I wonder who Sobi was. Well, anyhow, Bat Rider, he's looking to reveal this blink. Puck up top. He'll use the Dream Coil. Does connect with June. And it looks like Darkseer will be the target to get lassoed. The follow-up won't be there. They instead turn around onto Visage. It's a Clinks for Visage exchange. And they do secure the kill on the Darkseer. So
wow, Darkseer, he should have bought his mech right before. He had the gold for it.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, it's a more costly fight than it should have been. If he had the mech, then it'd be like, whatever. At least he got the Clinks before his Orchid. He lost his full amount of gold there, too. Looks like XDD in mid. He actually has an energy booster. Why in the world does he have an energy booster?
Is he getting,
what?
He's not going to go Bloodstone, is he?
I don't know. What?
Is
that a misclick? He has 15 seconds to resell it.
That's a big misclick, if it is. I mean,
why does he have an energy booster? Beats me. Let's just leave that one up to somebody else to decipher.
Is there anything else that it could? I mean,
it's either Arcane Boots or Bloodstone or just casual soul booster.
Radiant's middle tower.
There's no other item that you can use it for that's Illumine? No, that's it.
Nope.
And who buys a casual energy booster on Morph? I mean, he does have mana problems. That was one of the nerfs, that it costs more mana.
If you need mana, you go point booster, because eventually you can get Scotty. But generally, you just get stats. You just get Lincolns.
Yeah, you're right. You could. Yeah, exactly. Scotty is a good item on Morph.
Oh, we see a TP in on Alchemist, but he does have his Unstable Concoction charge, and there was no Orchid. If he had the Orchid out, he could have been able to kill him before the Chemical Rage, but without, looks like he will be able to escape A-OK. There is a smoke again. Bat Rider does have Lasso up, as well as a Staff of Wizardry, so he is recovering quite well. Morphling without the Lincoln Sphere, looks like he might pay for it. Like, he would have his ultimate orb right now if he didn't have the energy booster.
Yeah, he's got 1,200, so he certainly would.
Oh, that is a dead puck.
Puck. Yeah, not much air can do there. Lasso into Walrus Punch.
But he does tank a gank for the Morph.
Yeah, that's a rough way to go out, though.
If you notice, these players aren't as good as managing gold as a lot of the other players that we've seen. Oh, he uses his wave offensively. Why?
Oh no!
He starts to morph so late too. Like, you can definitely tell that these aren't tier 1 teams because, yeah, he uses morphling. There were clearly 3 people just right there.
Yeah, Puck just died right here. And then he,
yeah. Indeed. They could have also spent his gold too. Like Puck had like 140 gold. He could have bought a TP scroll before he died. Because as soon as you get lassoed, you know you're dead. Morphling too. He was like a little bit late on morphling. As soon as the Bat Rider blinks on you, you should probably start morphing. And instead, once the other two people came in, he started morphing. But it's too late by then.
Yeah.
But still, they get a tower. They trade a tower, which is pretty good for DT since they just lost 2 heroes in the process. Looks like Clinks does have his Orchid if he wants to buy it right now. 1,100 gold to his name. So CIS in a pretty good position to take this mid game.
Yeah, absolutely. The gold graph about 2,000 in the Dyer's favor. The experience graph is where it's scary, though. About a 6,000 lead here at the 15-minute mark. They're starting.
Oh, he sold his
ahead.
energy booster. Oh, what a player.
Well, here's June. Still no Orchid in the inventory. It is on the courier, about to be delivered. He's looking for an opening here, but I don't think he'll be able to do it without the Orchid. Now that he has it up, though, might be able to pick up a solo kill. He might have the damage just to drop this Puck if he wants to.
Depends on how fast Puck is at blinking. Can he blink super fast?
June.
His death pack's about to run out. He has a very small window. His windwalk's about to run out. He has it back.
Oh, they'll smoke. Oh, he'll reveal this smoke.
They're like, what, Puck? Were you out of range for the smoke? I think that's what they thought.
Yeah. Well, he reveals the Puck smoke, not the others. Instead, he ventures just into the Radiant jungle. I can't believe he just bought an energy booster and then sold it 5 minutes later. That's the strangest thing.
It's the biggest waste of 500 gold I've seen.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there was any. It must.
It had to been a misclick.
Yeah. And he just didn't.
It's
realize
right
it.
next to the Void Stone. But at the same time, do you not notice that you have an inventory? That like you have an energy booster in your inventory?
Oh, Puck. The Orchid comes out, but he will make it to the high ground.
June
June won't be able to grab this kill. First Orchid gank unsuccessful. But he'll just skeleton walk again. Meanwhile, he's created some space for his team to pressure the mid tower. Tusk is nearby, poured in from the Darkseer. I like the way this Clinks is playing right now, positioning himself to scout out the opponents and also looking for a potential
He can't kill
solo
Darkseer.
kill.
Darkseer has a mech.
And he doesn't have strafe up either.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Darkseer's mech is now complete, so
Let the
he's
split push begin.
yeah, he's a rough kill target.
Yeah, Bat Rider is so farm right now. 17 minutes in, Blink and Force. This was after giving up that early death. So 3, 1, and 4. He has recovered
Wow,
quite
Darkseer
well.
has a blink too.
Wow.
His farm is really good.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I guess he just rotated into the jungle.
He's like more farmed than a Puck.
Yeah. He's about on par with the Morphling, actually.
Well, Morphling did lose 500 gold.
That translates on net worth.
I'm-
Buy an item and then
I'm
sell
not
it back.
sure. I believe so, though. I don't see why not.
Yeah, okay. Uh-oh, there's the blink forward from Bat Rider. They catch the Puck, and he will fall. Morphling secures the tower kill. Now Clink's laying into the Darkseer. He does get the mech off, but Clink still secures the kill. Rubik was picked. Right now it's a 2-for-1 exchange. Now this Alchemist is in trouble. It will be a 3-for-1. Visage does wander away, and the Morphling did pour it out. So CIS, they lose their tower, but take another great exchange, and they will grab the Tier 1 tower in the mid lane, following that team fight. There's the Shadow Blade for Nature's Prophet as well.
Yeah, so now Morphling has 1 item, but Clinks almost has 2 now. So, like, he just doesn't farm as fast. He's just not as useful. I don't know. I'm still not a fan of Clinks. Or, not, sorry, not a Clinks. A Morphling. Morphling is just...
Well, at least he has a
Dumpster tier.
Lincoln's. Dumpster tier.
Dumpster tier. Like, at this point, even if they want to kill him, he's still easy to kill, even with the Lincolns. Like,
Yeah.
if Clink scouts him out, they just call for Nature's Wrath, you pop the Lincolns, and then you Orchid and you kill. It's that simple. And, like, he's just not very useful. He can't man fight a Clinks with Strafe and Death Pact and Orchid on him. There's no way.
Yeah, and part of the problem with Morphling, as we've talked about, is he needs multiple items to come online. The Lincoln's is core, but it's not like Weaver. Once he gets Lincoln's, he can sort of start moving around the map a little bit. He still doesn't really do any damage. And
He's good at baiting out the team to kill him. That's one thing I think he's really good at. Like, if he gets lassoed and then he starts morphing, and then his team comes in with like a coil, a vacuum, a mech on him, a wall, and all these spells, then he's really good. But at the same time, there are other tanky carries. So Spectre, yeah, man, Spectre would be so good. I don't think he'd be that good in this lineup, but he'd still be pretty good.
Puck picks up a relatively early gem here. We are about to ding the 20-minute mark, but Does want to have some sort of a tool to deal with this Clinks. Will take a little bit of vision control here at the bottom runes.
At the same time, it's not the Clinks that's giving them a big issue. It's the Bat Rider that's really just demolishing in team fights. So
yeah,
I don't think the gem pickup is.
It feels really risky here. I mean,
It's
Puck was the
super
one that got
risky.
picked off in that last fight, and I
Radiant's
see
top
nothing
tower
preventing that
is
from
under
happening
attack.
again unless
Yeah.
DT are the ones that want to.
Look at Bat Rider's
Dire's
positioning right now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He'll hop forward. He grabs the Alchemist. Dreamy U.
Where's
He'll
his
be the
team?
first to fall.
Where's the Puck initiate? Where's the Blink Darkseer? Like, where's anything?
Well, down bottom, they will grab a kill on the Morphling. Caught the tail end of it, so that's where some of the team is at least.
Clinks has a Blink now, too. It's the Blinks.
The Blinks. Yeah, wow, this is like the game of Blinks. 4 Blink Daggers out at the 20-minute mark. 2 apiece. Interesting.
CIS just has complete map control right now. With in between the Nature's Prophet TPing in with the Shadow Blade. Oh, Puck might die with the gem.
But no, he sees out in flame. Scouts out in flame. Pardon me. He's going to try and pour it out. They do finish off the kill. Bat Rider goes to the high ground as Puck blinks forward. I'm not sure. I think that's the first time they realized Puck has a gem.
Yeah.
After he picked it up, he did stay in fog for a while. So.
They should know it. No, he killed this Observer Ward. They should have known a while ago.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're exactly right.
But right now, CIS just has much better gank. They have Nature's Prophet with Shadow Blade and 2100 gold to boot. They have a Clinks with a Blink. They have a Tusk, and they have a Blink Lasso initiate too. So there's so many ways for them to just get the jump on DT. They can't really split farm right now. Even Morphling with the Lincolns can't split farm.
Well, Ancients are double stacked for the Radiant, and Alchemist will do some damage here with that Acid Spray. And no dire Ancient stacks right now, but I guess less of a priority for them. They don't really have a great Ancient killer. And it looks like CIS are interested in Roshan as they move into the pit.
This is one of the big advantages of having a Clinks too. You can just do Roshan so fast. And they're always scared of the gank too. So it's not like they'll be running around looking for you to expecting to do Roshan, because if they split up, they're probably going to die. And if they're as 5 mana all the time, they're going to lose out on farm. So it's a lose-lose when Clinks is this stacked.
Yep. And as you pointed out, Roche will fall very quickly here. They are suspicious. Familiars flying in. They'll scout it out, and much to the Radiant's dismay, they will see Roshan fall. Now you see the Immortal inventory of the Bone Fletcher.
Oh wow, look, Alchemist pulls out his swords too when he has his ultimate on. That's cool.
Yeah, he usually does that.
Oh, he does?
Dire's top
You never
tower
noticed that?
is under attack.
Nice chemical rage on. He
Oh yeah, he
points
does.
out.
Well, it's just like the swords are look so much different for
Yeah.
this particular
I'm
set.
actually excited to see it. Come on, Alchemist, use that rage. You got 5 seconds.
Hopefully. Let's do it. Do it.
Come on, man.
No.
Do me a solid, Alchemist.
He should have double stacked too. He should have double stacked and then as a sprayed, because they're trying to catch up and farm right now and get Morphling big. He has a Ghost Scepter right now. Ghost Scepter is okay, but he still can't do damage. Like, you need your Morphling to do damage. And if Ghost Scepter is a purely defensive item at this point, and by the time he gets his EB, it's going to be too late.
It's kind of like, again, to compare him to Weaver, where if Weaver goes Lincolns and then feels like he needs a BKB, 2 defensive items, it's just not good. You don't do enough damage.
Yeah.
And right now, Morphling just doesn't do enough damage.
He's scared of the Clinks, though, which is the thing.
It's a legitimate fear.
Dire's bottom
The
tower
fear is
under
real.
attack.
The fear is real. Clinks does have a pretty scary voice.
Well, Bat Rider looking for Initiate on the Morphling if he gets a 4-staff, and then
Radiant's top tower is
Okay.
under attack.
They proc the Lincolns. And he catches him with the lasso. He actually grabs the Visage instead. And Tusk
Man,
comes in. Easy kill.
this Bat Rider is MVP in my opinion. Like, so far, in the first 20 minutes, he has just done so much, even with that early death to the Puck. And he's just been finding so many good targets for lasso. Anyone who's slightly out of position, he just picks off immediately.
Yep, and
Radiant's
they hop
top tower
forward. They
is
will
under attack.
find someone as they poured out. So, well, not the biggest gank. They just get a kill on the Visage, but still CIS. They defend their bottom tier 2. They completely repel DT, and just more evidence of the momentum in this game. 7,500 gold lead, 12,000 experience, 14-5 at the 25-minute mark. CIS are just in a great position. They have complete control right now. Nature's Prophet working towards a sheep stick. Ultimate orb up, 2,200 in the bank, so not too far off the mark. They will just press forward, and
Radiant's
Clinks will
bottom tower
lay
is
into this
under
How do
tower.
they defend this tower? Like, look at this Clinks. He's just
Radiant
going...
structures are
Dude, he's going ham.
fortified.
Yeah, like, they can't stop him.
Tusk is 4-0-6, by the way, the only one not to concede a death.
Well played.
Well played. And just more like the Tusk. Where'd that hero come from all of a sudden?
The hero's good.
Yeah.
You have to be able to play him well. You have to be able to move around well. Sorry, it's not about playing him well, because I don't think he's that difficult to play. It's more about the movement. Can you be at the right place at the right time? Are you choosing good snowball targets? Are you boning your team with ice shards? And just, again, are you at the right place at the right time? It seems like he has been. 10 out of 14 kills, and he's usually the one setting up for the kills. And, yeah, he's level 11 already. Looking for that BKB. Aegis expires in 10 minutes.
Oh,
Sorry, 3
Alchemist
minutes.
charging a stun. Of course, I'm getting some lag spikes here once again, but in July, he's in some trouble. Gets the mech off, but he'll get dropped. Walrus Punch, and Darkseer falls.
This Tusk just snowball dodged the unstable concoction.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
wow.
Tusk, big plays, big plays. So they get a kill on the Darkseer, and they get this tier 2 tower. Oh, just furthering their lead here. Now about 10,000 gold, 12,000 experience. Adding insult to injury at this point. Nature's Prophet basically has the sheep stick. Just has to go over to that secret shop. Clinks.
Somebody tell Dreamtime to stop picking Morphling. Somebody tell all these teams to stop picking Morphling.
Yeah.
He's number 3 on
Maybe
that
you should
word.
make a nice Reddit thread about it. Hey, Merlini's mailbag number 47.
Morphling sucks. Well, no one's asked me about it because I always just say he sucks.
Oh, is that how the mailbag works? I have to prompt you?
Yeah, they have to ask me.
Oh, okay. Guys, get on it.
I mean, I've talked about it so many times about how much he's terrible. He farms slowly. He doesn't have any good land control.
You want to do like Zyori and Merlini mailbag so we can just talk about Morphling?
That'd be funny.
I'm into it. I'm totally into it.
That hero is just
Not into Morphling.
I'm not in Morphling.
We could get LD in as well because I know he likes Morphling.
He does?
Not in this current, not as in his current state, but
oh no, he was really good.
Yeah.
No. He had his time. In TI2, he was like ownage.
Yeah.
But
like LD likes the play style of Morphling, but he recognizes that he's bad right now, even though it pains him to admit.
I like the playstyle of him too. I mean, I'm the big fan of the split push opportunistic hero like that, but it is just not his time. I agree. Yeah. Like the thing is, teams like to put out a lot of pressure in the 12 to 25 minute mark, and Morphling is online after 23 minutes, I'd say. Mm-hmm. So like as soon as whatchamacallit gets his blink, Batrider gets his blink, Clinks gets his Orchid, that's when a lot of fighting starts, and that's when Morph is still extremely weak. He probably has like one item out of his Lincolns completed, and then his team just gets crushed while Morphling can't do anything. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think he's really poor. And a lot of teams just get that early mech too. So it's like the mech, the blink, and the Orchid, like all of those things combined. You're always going to have something like that in a game too. Some momentum item around that time, and if you just don't have anything to counter of your own, you're going to take 2 heavy losses in the early mid to compensate for his strong late game.
Well, CIS will continue their reign of dominance here as they press forward and take out the top tier 2 tower. Only one outer tower remaining for our Radiant side.
They use absolutely 0 spells to defend that.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But they all stand there. Like, why are you standing there if you're not going to defend it? Like, either go split up and farm so you get something out of losing your tower, or try and defend. Like,
they're smoked up. They're trying to do something.
Yeah, but what are they going to wait for? Like a Clinks to run to the opposite side of the tower?
I guess.
Even if he does that, they still win the fight because he has Aegis. And he has BKB, so...
A 10-second BKB at that. He still hasn't even had to use it.
Yeah, they have nothing against him for BKB, too.
Ooh, and BKB up on Tusk now. And a double damage rune has spawned in the bottom position at the 28-minute mark. Clinks will venture past it, though he won't scout it out. Clinks with a double damage rune right now. I mean, they could just wipe DT, I think.
Yeah, it'll get taken off by BKB though, so
yeah, all right.
He needs a bottle. Yeah. Pull the EE.
All right, Batrider grabs it. Yeah, I'm having weird connection issues with this server. I guess it's just my computer since you're looking good.
That's strange.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Same connection. Maybe it's because I'm streaming, so it's like sucking up my bandwidth. I don't know. That's all I can think of.
Well, Rubik has vacuum, which is very good. But he only has it for like 15 more seconds. And now DT just trying to split and farm, but as I said before, like why aren't they doing that as their T2's getting pushed? Like they should just like TP back to the T3 if they're going to extend, but like they could have been capitalizing more on farm. This gold league would be a little bit less, but I mean, little things matter.
Yeah. Ooh, almost
Clinks is
14,000 now.
Crystallis? What?
Dude, this Clinks is super fat. I mean, he's about to hit 15k on net worth. Morphling's not that far behind him. There's the E-Blade. I knew Morphling was working on something, so he's got that first core item up. Did he?
Number 2. Core item number 2.
Yeah, the first, did he sell his Ghost Scepter, though? Is that how he picked it
I
up
don't
so
know.
quick?
What, EB? EB, you make it with Ghost.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Oh, God, what am I thinking?
Well, he did sell the energy booster, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him to sell the
Yeah,
Ghost Scepter,
that
too.
was just a total brain fart. That's my bad. Glad you're here, Merlini.
It is late.
Keep
It's
me
late
on
here
my
over
toes.
here on the West Coast. It is
Yeah.
3:45 a.m. for us, so pardon the...
It always gets a little loopy around this hour.
Yeah. We have to drink some caffeine to keep up. But,
Yeah.
I mean, this game, 20 kills in 30 minutes. Not your best...
Not your most aggressive. Not the most action-packed.
Not the most action-packed, but at the same time, like, DT is just losing out in farm. They can't split farm right now because the threat of the lasso and the Clinks is just a little bit too much right now. Clinks tries to put a little pressure. He does get EB'd, but at the same time, whatever. He's just going to go Death Pact another creep soon, be at full HP. They did not make terribly great use of the Aegis. They did take a lot of towers, and like DT didn't actually like press, but I think they could have forced the fight. Looks like Bat Rider trying to look for a kill.
He is kind of by himself, though. He's got Rubik with him. He 4-stabs over, looking for super. He'll grab it with the lasso, and lag will ensue. In comes the Tusk. Snowball rolling into the shards. That's the end of the Rubik, but Visage and Puck both fall. Now it looks like Alchemist in some trouble. And this is just an absolute massacre.
Gem is lost too. Roshan is up. Clinks is looking for more.
Oh, boy. A 1 for 3. And Nature's Prophet porting in. I think I need to reconnect, but I have a feeling this game
You
can
can-
end at any moment.
I mean, you can reconnect there's a lot of heroes that I think that are just going to go for Roshan right now. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can't see anything, it's definitely worth it. But looks like Clinks and a couple of his crew members are headed down, trying to push the T2 tower. We see about 15-second respawn on Alchemist and the Puck. Nature's Prophet looks like he's trying to kill something, but he just instead sheeps the replicate. And CIS still looking for opportunities, something to capitalize on this. They could have taken Roshan out right now. They're all just huddling around the T2, like looking to break it down. But that tower is at like 60% HP.
Yep. Yeah, I'm reloading here. You guys are
You're not missing anything.
looking at the beautiful Dazzle.
Ooh, Rubik actually might get caught out. I think they know that he's here. He does have Blink and a Force F, so the supports on the side of CS are actually really farmed too. And we see CIS start on Roshan right now. Nature's Prophet TP's in. He is joined by the Blinks. There is a Death Pact. There is a Strafe. And this thing is going to drop super quickly.
Yep, I'm back in it, and like you said, they are back in the Roche pit. We'll glance at the gold graph just to refresh our memories. Oh, right, huge lead for CIS, 6-18 here at the 32-minute mark. Sorry about that.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
Yeah, it must be something with the servers. It's weird because as soon as I reconnect, it's fresh again. So. maybe the
And
network
this
part-
is like not your idea of a bait too. Like he's trying to use Replicate to do some stuff too, but it was like right-clicked on the Dark Seer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's pretty obvious when the illusion is just like sitting there. Anyways, yeah, I think that was a good point that you made though. You can be crafty with the Replicate, but it requires so much effort.
Yeah,
Like
it's true.
brute force with dispersion, man. I'm telling you.
They break the Lincolns, lasso, snowball,
He has
shards,
Replicate up. But
walrus punch. He's silenced. He's still morphing, but they still finish him off. He's just not tanky enough to deal with the onslaught of damage. Nature's Prophet picked off Puck afterwards as well. Triple kill for June.
normal teams with GG right now. I'd be surprised if they didn't.
Yeah, no, they'll do a double buyback. They want to
Okay.
make a hold, Merlini.
They can just wait out their cooldowns. That's the thing about the team CIS. They don't have very long cooldowns to worry about. Death Pact, 45-second cooldown. Lasso's not even that long at this point. 50 seconds because he's level 17. And there they go with the vacuum. That 4-man snowball, though.
Oh, boy. They do actually finish off the Tusk. Rubik falls as well. DT will make a hold right here. Puck did buy back. And this Bat Rider, he's trying to make it.
Oh, they're going to lose a gem here, too. This is big. What a hold. That was all about in July right there. He blinked in, had that very nice vacuum. Surprised he didn't use wall, but looked like they didn't need it. CIS should have just backed after the 2 buyback. They didn't have their cooldowns up. They need a lasso
3
to fight.
buybacks.
Yeah, and Clinks, like, if they go on Clinks, they can win the fight because they have Aegis, but at the same time, you don't really want them going on your Clinks because he won't have Death Pact after that. So, yeah, they could have just backed off and called it a win for the time being and then just push again once their cooldowns are up, but they're just trying to force it a little bit too much. Looks like June is looking for blood right now. He does have his Daedalus. He is big. Morphling did survive a really long time, so that is one thing he's good about.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, he is pretty tanky. He did start morphing before, so, I mean, yeah, he survived for a while. It didn't come for free, though. I mean, that's like one of those where, like, DT makes a good hold, but it's just too little too late. It will drag this game on a bit longer. Still a 20,000 gold deficit.
July gets
about 25,000
picked off, sheeped and orchided.
Yeah. Oh, boy. And now they can press forward. With all the buybacks on cooldown, Klink's still with the Aegis. He's now got a Daedalus. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the optimum time, too, because Klinks is, like, he has 6 slots right now, so they should make use of this while the Aegis is still alive and healthy. 3 minutes left on that. He won't have Death Pact because it's about to expire in about 5 seconds time, but they can force a Glyph out with his first strafe, get another creep, and then push with the second strafe.
And here they go. Glyph still up.
Radiant structures are fortified.
There we go. Buy some time.
Wow,
down
those
for
birds. They buffed the Searing Arrow, so it does physical damage, which means it crushes those Visage Birds.
Yeah.
So now this should be the push. Darkseer is still down for 10 seconds. There is no Glyph. They need strafe up, but it's up in 9 seconds. And I think they'll be able to kill this tower pretty fast. Oh, wow. Look at all that damage from that EB.
Yeah. Klink's taking some damage, but that's okay. He's a good target to take damage right now with that Aegis.
Looking for another time. Another time, another day.
They'll back out. There's still plenty of time on this Aegis, right?
Yeah, I think they should probably at least get more damage on a T3 in mid. If they get down to like 200 HP, they can easily take it with the third Aegis.
Yeah, I mean, now that they know the Glyph is down, they don't have to force it. They can wait for DT to feel a little bit more safe. Eventually, they will have to leave their base. Presumably. I mean, look at the map control. Dire has a ward here. Interesting to put it on the low ground. That must have been a misclick. I think the high ground is just superior in that situation.
Yeah, it is.
They'll put one here. Again, and a same thing. Why not just put it up on the plateau instead of down on the low ground here? I guess in case of counter warding, that is a pretty predictable spot.
But it's a very small range. That's like 100 range away.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 150.
And this is like, this ward right here actually doesn't really give that much vision. It's just here, over to here. That's an
yeah, this
awkward
one
ward.
you should put it like over here.
Yeah.
So you get vision of this area over here.
And the first one I pointed out actually just got killed because Puck does have the gem that they stole.
Bad Rider's farmed. He has BKB, Force, Blink, and a BOT. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, looks like Aegis is going to despawn in about 1 minute's time, and they aren't really in a good position to force it right now. Their lanes are pushed up, but their heroes are still trying to farm around looking for kills. Klinks has recently death back to the creep, so they may actually push with this next one, but I mean, that's going to be very fickle timing, though. They have about, like, what, 15 seconds until it goes up to the tower, so they'll have, like, a maybe 40-second window to push. And then they have to wait for the death pack too, which is going to expire. So not all, like the stars haven't aligned for this push, but it's about as good as the opportunity they're going to get in this next 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but they can at least put some pressure on. And again, there's no glyph available, so any damage they do to this tower is good news. Bat Rider looking for the opening here, but he won't find what he's looking for.
Oh, he should have beat on that tower with that death pack. Now the Aegis is going to expire. And it still has 30 seconds, so I guess he has one more push, but he needs to just like go in there right now so that he can tank. Oh no, this is Nature's Prophet teeping out, so it won't be. They won't use the Aegis at least.
No, looks like they do want a split push though, and Nature's Prophet actually has a BKB now. I think it's sitting on the courier. Yes, it is, but that's 4 BKBs on the Dire side.
He has Daedalus too. Yeah. What?
This Nature's Prophet, man, he is stacked.
Yeah, I thought Klinks was farmed. He's actually 3,000 behind this Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, NP is a meat stick.
Look at
right
that,
now.
another dodge with the snowball.
Alchemist just gets dropped straight away. BKB's popped aplenty. They go in for the Morphling. He'll make it back to the tier 4s. Now Air comes in looking for a kill on the Bat Rider. He finds it. Dream Coil comes out, connects with Tusk. He'll break the leash, but he'll pay with his life. This fight just not going their way. Nature's Prophet does finish off the Puck. Now he's in some trouble. He'll try and turn around to finish off the Morphling. Doesn't happen, and he does die. Now the Klinks comes in. Down goes the Visage, and Morphling in some trouble. Klinks won't have
2 gems on the floor.
Yep. Tier 3 tower mid did fall already, and the Courier just gets picked off in the fray. And now the racks are exposed. No glyph available. A buyback from Visage. Perhaps they can do this. Nature's Prophet bought back as well.
They want that Rax, though. He doesn't have his...
Oh, June gets sucked in. A nice vacuum. That's the end.
One more hit! One more hit on that Rax!
Somebody get it. It's the melee. Oh, no.
Nature's Prophet can TP in and backdoor and then try and Shadow Blade out with BKB. That's about as good as a chance they're going to get, but they need to do it before it regens. It's already at 90 HP. Nope, they're not going to be able to do it, so what a fantastic hold by Dreamtime. I thought they were all but out. 25,000 gold leave CIS, but they were unable to get the racks again. I think it goes back to that buyback where 3 people bought back and they got a return kill. Like, if they had just been more patient with that, they would have been able to end the game by now.
Yep.
So, yeah, CIS, questionable decision making, but maybe they're probably feeling pretty confident right now that they have this game in the bag.
I mean, they still have a ridiculous lead, and it's going to take a lot more than that to throw this away, but they're losing momentum. I mean, these have been good holds by DT. Again, they had to burn.
They didn't kill
buyback.
Morph either.
Yeah, they didn't kill Morph, and actually both teams burned a buyback there, the Visage as well as the Nature's Prophet. So
that's big.
Really a good hold. They lost their tier 3 tower, but their glyph will be up next time they push. Roshan up in about a minute and a half. There's a glimmer of hope for DT here. It's still a very large mountain they'll have to climb.
I won't even call it a glimmer. It's like a
speck, like
a spark.
One of those stars that's already burned out, but we still see it because it's so many light years away.
Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah, I mean it's still going to be rough, but they're doing a good job. I mean, Morphling is got a Manta. He's getting.
He's
items.
getting there. Yeah. He's still 4,000 or 5,000 behind the Clinks.
I mean, he's still not going to outcarry this Clinks and Nature's Prophet together, though. That's the big problem. Even if Morphling gets fat, there's still this.
Maybe if Puck had a sheep.
Yeah, is Puck close to the sheep? No, he went Yules. Yeah, no, he's nowhere close to a sheep. And how's Alchemist doing? Not. Yeah. I like to say one of the things about Alchemist that's nice having him as a support is if the game goes on long enough, he can eventually start to transition into a carry. His farm will start to add up, but yeah, he's just had no farm priority here. He went Blink. He's only level 12.
I think a very large source of damage actually comes from the wall, too, if he can drop a good wall. So that's.
And he actually hasn't been using the wall of replica
all
that often.
I don't know why. He's been having good vacuums, but not good walls.
He is level 16 now, though, so the level 3 wall is pretty darn big.
Yep. It actually doesn't scale that well. Actually, duration scales very well, but damage is not. 70, 80, 90%. But 90% is a lot, although it won't get the death pack buff. Oh, the blink stun on Batrider. Looks like he may lose his gem right here. Nope, he uses BKB.
And he will scoot back. He does survive for now. Support coming in. All right, Batrider makes it to the high ground. Now Rubik. Looks like they have their sights set on the Grand Magus himself. They burn the Dream Coil for it, and they get it.
DT with the plays. See, I like how they're being aggressive, though, and they're taking risks. Because they have to take risks.
They have to, yeah. When you're this far behind, you're not going to win by sitting back and playing it safe. You got to roll the dice. Nature's Prophet was pressuring that bottom lane. Now DT, I think they want to try for this third Roche, but if they do, they're going to get rat-doted. Morphling will port back. Oh, here's the initiation in the jungle. Alchemist gets caught. He gets destroyed. Down goes the Visage as well. Both Radiant supports will bite the bullet.
Wow.
Clinks that was just a destroyer.
Why did they go up the cliff without vision, without the Morphling? Like...
Yeah, that was basically the positioning was, okay, we can't do Roche, let's go up here, and Clink said, hey guys, okay there.
And just like that, CIS turns this right around with the Aegis. Yep. Who's going to get the cheese? It should probably be Nature's Prophet. Yep, there he goes. He has 5,500 gold.
Yeah, he's rich.
What does he go for at this point? MKB?
Yeah, just right click, just raw damage. I mean, a Necro book wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but at this point, I don't think they need it. It's raw damage.
Refresh sheep?
Refresher for the sheep. Yeah, I guess he could. I think MKB makes
refresh
sense.
MKB. You can refresh BKB too, though.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh, June. The E-Blade doing some damage here. There is a glyph available. Rax taking heavy damage in July. Big vacuum, wall of replica. All right, Rubik will be the first to fall. Aegis popped on the Clinks as well. Batrider taking some right clicks from the Morphling. The punch onto the Alchemist. Batrider Alch the first to fall. Down goes the Puck. Both of them will buy back straight away. Darkseer buys back as well. All 5 still alive on the Radiant side. They will repel this push.
Wow.
Nature's Prophet falls. Rax still alive.
Yeah. Clinks.
Holy Toledo.
What another hold. The vacuum, though. Vacuum wall and that 2-man Alch stun, though. I mean, they have pretty good team fight, though.
I mean,
you must say.
So how many buybacks were burned right there? On the Radiant side, we had Alchemist, Puck, and Darkseer. So that's 3 on the Radiant, and Bat Rider was the only one to buy back in that fight on the Dire. Nature's Prophet still on cooldown.
He
for 30
burned the
seconds.
cheese too, and the Aegis.
At Cheese and Aegis. So that was actually a really good hold from DT, and their racks didn't take any damage.
It's like a 30,000 gold lead almost, and they still can't hold. They can't take a racks. This is ridiculous.
This game, this is Dota.
Morphling good hero.
God. Clinks does drop the Alchemist. Doing
Okay,
a lot of damage to
Morphling
XSD.
gets crushed.
Oh, Morphling. Puck dies as well. Well, just as I thought that burned out star was gonna find some way to start a new fusion reaction, it just turns into a brown dwarf and
They're not strong enough to push.
implodes
They're strong
on
enough to
itself.
defend.
Yeah, overstepping their bounds here. Now the problem is they just have their buyback stuck on cooldown. Morphling does have his available.
He can't do anything by himself.
And, well, now, don't get ahead of yourself. Okay, Alchemist, yeah, he doesn't have his puck either. Okay, you're right. It will be
Radiant's
him and his
middle
good friend
barracks are under
Darkseer as
attack.
well as Visage. Backdoor protection. There's the buyback from Morph. It will be a 3v5.
Radiant's
And
middle barracks
they
has
do have a
fallen.
wall of Replica here.
Wow, look at the damage to Nature's Prophet. 11, almost 1,200 damage just from that shotgun
Radiant's
alone.
middle barracks are under attack.
Mid lane of Rax, they fall.
Radiant's middle
And
barracks
CIS will
has
rotate
fallen.
down to the bottom lane.
Alka's up in 10 seconds. I think Darkseer, he just blinks in, drops the wall right now. They need to defend this Rax.
Yeah.
Like right now.
This is the YOLO moment. Just go for it. Go all in.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Everything you got. There's the vacuum into wall. They finish off the Visage. He'll buy back. Racks are up for now. Morphling finishes off the Nature's Prophet. Looking to get a kill on Tusk. They do secure it. Bat Rider, he's in trouble. He falls. And somehow they repel.
That was just like, CIS didn't know who to focus. Like, Morphling waded into the wall, and then he split, and then there's like 5 illusions there. So there's like 10 heroes plus inside the wall, and you just have no idea what's going on.
It's true. It's like Haunt from Spectre. It's just so disorienting.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is. I didn't know what was going on. I saw Morphling crushing people.
That was just a piece of chaos. Now the problem is with DT, like you said, yeah, they can hold with buybacks and defender's advantage, but pushing that's a whole nother ball game. I mean, we're confusing sports at this point. I don't think they have the power to press forward.
Well, the thing is,
buybacks-
Nature's Prophet did die, and he did buy back. So at best, they're fighting 4-on-5, and Bat Rider's still dead, and he actually does not have buyback either. So at best, it's a 3-on-5 for at least the next 35
Actually?
seconds.
that glimmer of hope,
Has fallen.
That glimmer.
the star of hope.
Nature's Prophet has completed his AC. I don't think he needs AC. He needs some survivability against the Morphling shotgun, because his BKB's down to
An interesting
Dire's
choice.
middle
yeah.
tower is
Like
under
you
attack.
can't just BKB the shotgun while you're pushing a tower, because then you're just gonna die immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think at this point CIS are thinking, let's just go for the base. I mean, let's just get anything we can to finish these structures. I think a Desolator could help as well.
Yeah, Desert would be nice.
I mean, there comes a point where if you keep doing these sieges, they're so far ahead, they can afford to suicide and trade structures.
They're not that far ahead though.
No, you don't think so? I mean, if they take a bad team fight and wipe this bottom lane of Rax,
Yeah, because next Roshan is coming up soon though. If like something bad really
minutes.
happens, then Morphling gets he has Butterfly. He'll have Butterfly, and then he'll have Aegis and a Cheese to boot too. So I don't know. I think they have to try and bait out the Darkseer wall too. That thing is just crushing them. Or just focus Darkseer. Like,
yeah.
just focus Darkseer, use your BKBs, and then after that you can worry about the Morphling. But without wall, they don't really have that much team fight.
Ishkafel's tanky, man.
He is, but he doesn't have any defensive. Like, he doesn't have BKB or Lincoln.
He's thinking about one. He's got an Ogre Club.
Yeah, he needs a BKB though. If he
Yeah.
dies, a team fight is just.
I think if he had a Scepter, that would be pretty scary.
Yeah,
that
Scepter's
wall
pretty
would be
ownage.
doing a lot of damage.
I mean, it already does a lot though. 90% is just incredible. If
Yeah.
you can get at least, I'd say, 3 heroes
Mhm.
in it, and he's been getting a lot. Very nice vacuums coming out from him.
This is when Darkseer really starts to shine, though. In that late game, that's part of his power. The Wall of Replica, the damage scales with your opponent's damage. So the stronger the carries get, the stronger Darkseer's wall is. And I think that will be the crucial deciding factor, like you said. If they can catch the Darkseer out, if he has a bad wall.
Yeah, he's probably the most important hero next to Morphling.
But look at this, the Radiant side. They might not be ready for this push. Do they all have TPs? Visage does not.
Oh, Darkseer may get caught out in mid. Ooh, he is so close. Bat Rider actually looking in for the kill right now. If he goes up to Ion Shell, he is probably going to die. Oh, he's alone. Oh, no. This could be disastrous. He doesn't have buyback for 20 seconds.
Darkseer.
He cannot die right there.
That's game.
No, it's not game. He has 20 seconds left on his buyback.
Okay.
So they can make a hold at the last racks.
All right, Glyph has been popped, though. Ranged racks already down. Now melee racks will fall in just a matter of seconds.
It's close to game.
Butter to a warm knife. A little piggy. Oink, oink. Yep, that's a dead alchemist. See, the problem is they didn't have TPs on their heroes.
That's a gross
Alchemist
oversight.
Envisage.
Darkseer has to buy back. There he goes.
And BKB popped by June. They're just going to go straight for the structure.
Yeah, but they're going to have wall up to worry about now.
There's the wall. Replica's not coming out. They'll finish him.
Yeah, without a big vacuum wall, it's GG.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we brought that up because that's exactly what happened. The Prophet casters here.
Every time they had a big wall, it was a win for them. But without it wasn't a win. It was at least a break even.
At least a hold. Yeah. They were able to take the fight. And Puck. That's it. It's mega creep time.
Morphling did do a fair amount of work though. I still don't think it was him though. Like the Alk plus the Puck plus Darkseer just held so well in these team fights though.
I mean, the Morphling didn't play bad. That's
the thing. He doesn't.
It's just at this point. I mean,
can't do that
imagine
much.
if this was any other traditional hard carry. Imagine if that was an anti-mage, a Spectre, a Faceless Void, anyone. Anyone.
Gyro.
I mean, yeah, even Gyro, who has a crappy win rate on this patch as well.
He's good against BKBs, though. You can just flag through all of it.
He just does so much damage.
Well, that was a very nice, valiant effort by DT.
Yes.
I applaud their efforts with the draft that they were given, but I would also suggest that they draft better next game.
So you say that as if someone just handed them this draft and said, all right, make do, you crazies. They chose their own grave there.
I agree. Well, it was very well played by Bat Rider. Bat Rider, I still think, heavy MVP for CIS.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He had a lot of great picks. His positioning was uncanny.
His farm was incredible.
Yeah. And he was the one. He was the first blood target as well. He recovered, still was able to grab a 10-minute blink, still managed to stay one level up on the Puck in the early game. Very impressive.
Super impressive.
That Clinks, though, that Clinks just got out of control. I mean, he had a fast Orchid, but he ended 18-3-4. That's crazy.
Morphling had not a bad record, 9-6, but again, it's about the win, not the record.
Yeah, 9-6 isn't bad, but compared to the Clinks, half the kills, twice the deaths.
Drop that 40.9 to 40.7-ish.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
Add another tally to the Morphling loss. We should have gotten our chalkboard back so we could keep track of our Morphling stats. But so that was game 3. We've got one more game coming up, the second match of this best of 2 between CIS and DT. We'll have a short break here. That's it.
Yeah. DT were actually favorites going in here, 70-30.
Yeah, huge favorites.
So CIS dropping a game.
Yeah.
DT dropping a game.
That was their first loss as well. They were undefeated. They went 2-0 day 1. So CIS
their draft was
good. Yeah.
Morphling, get out of here.
It's turning into an interesting round robin though. There's a lot of 1-1s happening, so it's pretty even. We'll see. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We've got a short break. The last game of the night coming up next.